So, Twitch Rivals announces an International Women's Day event, and the featured game is Overcooked 2. Yeah, let that sit with you for a minute, because you already know what the situation is looking like online and what other people are saying. Here's the situation. Twitch Rivals announced a Women's Guild United, presented by Honda, scheduled for March 8th at 2 p.m. Pacific. And the game they're playing is Overcooked 2. And within minutes, the backlash was basically Women's Day, so you picked the kitchen game. And I get why people reacted the way they did. It was probably some of the worst optics you can do, because International Women's Day is supposed to be about celebrating women's achievements, especially in spaces where they get harassed, dismissed, and boxed into certain categories and treated like they just don't belong. So if your headline is Women's Day, Kitchen Simulator, some people are gonna read that as a stereotype being reinforced, even if it wasn't the intent. And I'm genuinely shocked that they were talking amongst each other and the thought didn't really cross their mind at all. I don't even know how they could even write it down on a planner and for them not to recognize, oh, oh no, oh no. But if you don't know what Overcooked is, it really isn't just a kitchen simulator. It isn't just some wash dishes and be the perfect wife kind of simulator or anything like that. It's basically like a teamwork stress test kind of game, disguised as a cute co-op. Everybody's screaming at each other, they're trying to coordinate, someone's on fire. So I could understand why it'd be a fun game to choose for a lot of streamers to play with each other, during an event. But at the end of the day, it was chosen because the content creators voted on playing this game specifically. So it's not really something like Twitch told these women to go back to the kitchen, but Twitch did do a terrible job at explaining how and why this particular game was chosen. It's very crazy that they actually had a pretty good context as to why it's truly not a sexist thing, but didn't elaborate on it from the get-go. But Twitch's history. They are consistent in their bad decisions. Twitch Rivals also responded, saying, "The point was to uplift and highlight women, and they made a deliberate choice not to let stereotypes dictate what women should or shouldn't be playing." Which, if they voted for the game, that statement makes more sense. The execution was just terrible. But yeah, here's my take. Two things can be true at the same exact time. One, everybody can overreact and turn everything into a morality play. And two, Twitch absolutely should have foresaw how this would have been taken. Women's Day plus cooking game, come on. And the general public typically doesn't do nuance, so you're gonna want to lead with why something was chosen. So it's still baffling that they just did not think about it. You cannot trust the general public to understand your idea if it's not spoken in very clear words. And I want to be crystal clear, if they voted for it, nothing was chose wrong. Overcooked is a fun game. And this is not me trying to police anybody, telling women you shouldn't play this because you fall into a stereotype. This entire situation is just one big funny mishap because the communication was terrible. As I said before, Twitch is known for making very bad decisions in which it leads to a lot of confusion, leads to a lot of hurt, and even in the extremes, sometimes the endangerment of others. So this is just another one of those situations where it leads to confusion. The correct way of going about it would be to lead with the creators that are participating in it, the competition format, say what the participants voted on, then reveal the game. I feel like that would just be the safest way to go about everything. This will probably blow over pretty fast. I mean, a lot of people are probably not gonna look into the further context and just look back and think, wow, I can't believe Twitch did this. And that's Twitch's fault. That's what happens when you stay vague on something. And this conversation may reignite whenever, somebody talks about it, but I don't see this being a long-standing issue. As of currently, at least. Twitch is known for, taking the spotlight of one issue and replacing it with another. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Does the fact that, the women voted for it, does that change your mind at all? Or is it still just as stupid? Do you think the option should not have been on the ballot in the first place? But yeah, thanks for listening.